The metallic taste of rage filled my mouth as I stood in my doorway, watching my 8-year-old daughter's tiny hands scrub our kitchen floor with industrial bleach. Her fingers were bleeding. Her shoulders shook with silent sobs. And in the background, my phone buzzed with photos from my in-laws, pictures of them taking their real granddaughter to Disney World while leaving my daughter behind as their personal house cleaner. My name is Riley Martinez. I'm 38, a corporate project director who manages million-dollar deals. This is the story of how I obliterated a family empire with 7 perfectly chosen words at a 5-star business dinner. I knelt beside Olivia and gently took the bloody sponge from her trembling hands. "Baby, where are Grandma and Grandpa Wilson?" Her voice cracked. "They took Jessica to the amusement park. Grandma said I had to stay and learn my place because I'm not their real granddaughter." Learn her place. Those words detonated inside my chest. We'd adopted Olivia as a newborn. She was our daughter completely. But to Harold and Veronica Wilson, she was just an inconvenient reminder that their bloodline wasn't pure enough. The signs had been there for years. Last Christmas, Jessica got a $500 dollhouse while Olivia received a clearance sweater with a discount sticker still attached. But this wasn't favoritism. This was child abuse disguised as family values. As I bandaged Olivia's raw knuckles, she told me everything. For 3 days, they'd left her behind while taking Jessica for treats. They made her clean while Jessica watched cartoons. That morning Veronica had said, "Blood is thicker than water, dear. You need to understand your position." When Nicholas came home and saw Olivia's condition, the color drained from his face. "I failed her," he whispered, kneeling before Olivia. "This will never happen again. Ever." 3 hours later, Harold and Veronica waltzed in, laughing about Jessica's perfect day. Their smiles died when they saw us waiting. "Where were you?" I asked, my voice deadly quiet. "Why was my daughter scrubbing floors while you bought cotton candy for yours?" Nicholas interrupted. Veronica actually laughed. "We were teaching her responsibility. She made a mess. She spilled apple juice. She's 8 years old." Nicholas's voice cracked. Harold looked annoyed. "You don't understand. I'm trying to protect this family's future." Then Veronica delivered what she thought was the killing blow. "Frankly, Riley, blood is thicker than water. She's not our real granddaughter, and she never will be." The silence was deafening. Nicholas stared at his mother like she was a stranger. "You've chosen your blood," he said, voice shaking. "Now we're choosing our family. Pack your things and get out of my house." I placed my hand on his back and nodded. They stood there gaping, utterly shocked that their power had evaporated completely. The master plan unfolds. The next morning, our phones exploded with calls from relatives calling us ungrateful. But Nicholas mentioned something that made my brain light up. "For the past month, Dad's been obsessed with asking about your Phoenix project at work." Blick. Everything fell into place. The Phoenix project was my $50 million company initiative. Harold's struggling construction company was bidding for a subcontract. His protecting the family's future comment suddenly made horrifying sense. He was strategically abusing my daughter while trying to manipulate me for business information. That evening was the formal partner selection dinner hosted by my CEO. Harold would be there, desperately trying to secure the Wilson family legacy. "We're going to that dinner," I told Nicholas. "And we're ending this." That evening we arrived at the upscale restaurant. Harold was hovering near my CEO's table like a desperate vulture. Veronica spotted us and couldn't resist one final power play. She addressed my CEO directly. "It's wonderful that Riley is so successful. She's such a devoted mother to her little adopted girl. Family is the most important thing, isn't it, Mr. Thompson?" This was it. My moment. I smiled sweetly. "You're absolutely right, Veronica. Family is everything. And the values we hold sacred, like integrity and basic human decency, are exactly what we should demand from our business partners." The 7 words that changed everything. "Mr. Thompson," I said, voice crystal clear, "speaking of integrity, based on deeply troubling information regarding character and treatment of vulnerable individuals, I believe we need thorough due diligence on all potential partners, especially Wilson Construction, to ensure they align with our ethical standards. I didn't raise my voice. I simply stated a professional concern backed by moral authority. The effect was instantaneous and devastating. Harold froze mid-step, his confident expression crumbling into terror. Mr. Thompson understood immediately. "An excellent point, Riley," he said with a nod. Then his eyes landed on Harold like a death sentence. "Mr. Wilson, I believe we should postpone our discussion indefinitely." The public humiliation was absolute. A silent, devastating implosion of Harold's dreams in front of his peers. In the parking lot, they tried to stop us, panic across their faces. "Riley, please wait," Harold begged. But Nicholas stepped in front of me. "This was never about business, Dad. This was about my daughter who you tortured while trying to manipulate my wife. You made your choice. Now we're making ours." He looked from his father to his mother. "We're done. Don't contact us. You're dead to us." We got in our car and drove away. We didn't look back. Within weeks, word spread about Harold's character. Wilson Construction lost everything. Harold's family legacy crumbled like a house of cards. 3 months later, we created the Wilson Family Charter with our own rules. Rule number 1. Love makes a family, not blood. Rule number 2. We always protect each other. Rule number 3. Friday is pizza and movie night. Watching Olivia draw a heart next to rule number 1, I knew we'd won something more valuable than any contract. I used to think family was something you were born into. But real family is a fortress you build yourself, choosing every person you let inside. Harold Wilson wanted to protect his family's future. Instead, he destroyed it completely, with 7 perfectly chosen words and a mother who refused to let anyone hurt her child. Some people discover too late that blood may be thicker than water, but love is stronger than both.